Hello there. I'm Rob Snyder, the co-founder of a technology company called Syrg that helps quick service restaurants recruit and retain in a world where there are fewer and fewer applicants to go around, where it's harder and harder to recruit and retain. I do monthly trainings on what I am learning about recruitment and retention from my conversations with operators of plenty of different franchises. I've talked to over 300 in the past 6 months. So I've gotten a chance to see what works and what doesn't. And today, I'm going to be hitting on a topic that everybody is talking about right now, which is retention, especially that first 90-day retention. All right. And so this training is a manager mini training. I do these once a month. And today, I'm going to be focused on crew retention, the touch points that matter in 2021, which is basically the secrets of how to retain employees, especially in those critical first 30, 60, 90 days. Also going to share a couple new tools that we've launched that can really help your busy managers get this done. All right, so let's jump in. So we all know this. I don't even need to put it on a slide, but I did anyway. Employee retention is harder than ever before. 2-3 years ago, it was not easy, but it was never as hard as it is now. And that's, as you know, because anybody can walk down the street and go get a job at any employer. So if they have one bad day with you, people are quitting faster than they ever have before. And that hurts because it now also costs more to hire a new employee and train a new employee. The benchmarks say it's like $1,500. I know that that is low and it's rising too, right? It is expensive and difficult to bring new employees in. So retention is on top of everybody's minds. Now, why are employees leaving? We looked into our data and into our trove of exit surveys. We do automated exit surveys for a lot of our customers. And we coded reasons why people said they left, right? And over 50% of those reasons are what we call preventable. Things like uniforms, schedules, questions that they didn't know who to ask, miscommunications, little things like that you see the answers and you say, oh gosh, that's a shame, right? And so that is especially true in those critical first 90 days. I know you're thinking about first 90-day retention, and so I want to dig right in. Now, the solution here that I've seen from talking to hundreds of different operators, right, is that it's simple, not easy. You have to regularly check in with your new hires. Day 1, 3, 7, 14, 30, 60, 90, right? You have to have a cadence of checking in with new hires and making sure that you get their feedback, that they get their questions answered, that they're feeling good. Now, here's what I've seen great operators say in those checkpoints. Day 1 to 7 is all about welcoming the employee, making them feel excited. They're really nervous when they start. You want them to feel happy when they come to work. Figure out what they learned in week 1, and do they have any questions about week 2? You ask those questions, you'll be very shocked to see how many people say, actually, I don't know what my schedule is for week 2, or something like that. I didn't get my second uniform, right? Those are all things that could cause people to leave really quickly that you can solve in that first week. 14 to 30, make sure you're asking questions about their schedule. Have they been trained? Have they fallen through the cracks on anything? What would it take to make the next 30 days better? And, always good to ask, work is more fun with friends. Do you have any friends you'd like to refer that we should reach out to and talk to about joining our team? Days 30 to 90, similar kind of path, right? Are you learning? Do you want more responsibility? Do you want to be trained on additional things, gain additional responsibility, maybe even head towards our management track, right? Those kinds of questions get people really excited to keep staying on. What can we do to improve so your next 90 days are just as awesome as your first 90 days were? After that, work anniversaries, make sure to celebrate them. Birthdays, make sure to celebrate them. And I've seen great companies also institute monthly or quarterly check-ins as well, where you can ask feedback on specific things. What benefits do you wish we had? Or just how are things going? What's one thing you wish we knew? Which one thing you wish we changed? All those kinds of questions are super helpful. And now, we all know this is not easy to implement. You're already overwhelmed. You're already super busy. And so I'm really excited to share a tool that we have built that can help your frontline managers, or if you're a frontline manager, it can help you check in with your new hires at regular intervals, both in those first 90 days and after, right? And so here's what the interface looks like of our brand new Touchpoints product, where you can say, all right, I want to send a question to an employee on day 7, day 14, 30, 60, 90, right? I want every employee who gets to day 7 to be asked if they have any questions before they go into week 2. You can go in and customize that message yourself. You've been with us for about a week, and we wanted to see if you had any questions or concerns about the job so far. Is there anything we can help you with for week 2? Those messages, our system will automatically send by text and email to your new hires. And if they respond, you'll get an email every day that somebody responds saying, here's the message they got, here's the response. Some days it'll be a nice little response like this. I don't have any questions, but I really appreciate you reaching out. Other days you'll find that something preventable was going to cause this employee to leave. Hey, I don't have my schedule for the next week. Am I still employed here? Right? Then you can reach out directly to the employee and make sure that they don't leave for what I call a dumb reason. All right, so that's the Touchpoints product. It also does exit surveys, and it also does those check-ins on a monthly or quarterly basis, where you can set all that up to happen automatically, almost no effort on your end. We could actually launch them this week if you wanted to. So if you're interested, happy to help you support it, but generally just wanted to share this really useful tips that I've seen from some of the best operators who set up these Touchpoints with their new hires and all of their crew. So if you're interested in learning more, feel free to email me at launch@syrg.app. Text me. We can set up a meeting to run through this all right now, 314-897-3624. Good luck with recruitment and retention, and I'll talk to you again next month.